Fact: research shows that people with ADHD often take up to 3 times longer to transition between tasks compared to neurotypical peers. That might sound discouraging, but here's the twist. Once focus locks in, ADHD brains can reach levels of hyperfocus that outperform typical attention spans. The real challenge isn't ability, it's activation. So, what can help bridge the gap between distraction and deep focus? That's where quick, practical hacks come in. Hack number 1, the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Why? Because ADHD brains often get overwhelmed by seeing too many open tabs in life. Knocking out tiny tasks clears mental clutter and builds momentum. Instead of drowning in dozens of sticky notes, you start stacking quick wins. Hack number 2, body doubling. This one is backed by both research and lived experience. Having another person present, physically or virtually, helps many people with ADHD stay anchored to a task. They don't need to be helping, they just need to be there. Think of it as external accountability without judgment. Tools like FocusMate or even a friend on Zoom can replicate this effect. Hack number 3, timers and sprints. ADHD time perception is notoriously slippery. Time blindness is real. A 25-minute sprint, hello Pomodoro method, or even a 10-minute timer gives structure without being overwhelming. The trick is making time visible. Smartwatches, hourglasses, and countdown apps all hack the ADHD brain's tendency to lose track of minutes and hours. Hack number 4, gamify the mundane. ADHD brains thrive on novelty and dopamine. Turning tasks into games, like racing the microwave while doing dishes, or rewarding yourself with points, stickers, or a treat, makes boring things more rewarding. What looks silly on the outside is actually neurochemistry at work. Dopamine drives attention, and games spark dopamine. Hack number 5, environment engineering. Sometimes it's not about willpower, it's about setup. ADHD brains are sensitive to external cues, so reshaping your environment can change behavior. Example, put your phone in another room while writing. Or keep a bright sticky note on your laptop reminding you of your one priority. By reducing friction, you make focus easier than distraction. Hack number 6, movement before work. Exercise, even for 10 minutes, increases dopamine and norepinephrine, the very neurotransmitters ADHD brains are low on. It doesn't have to be a gym session. Dance to a song, stretch, or walk around the block. Think of it as priming the brain before diving into work. Hack number 7, cue stacking. This means pairing a habit you already do with one you struggle to start. For example, when I make my morning coffee, I'll also open my task list. By chaining habits, you reduce the friction of starting new ones. Over time, it becomes automatic. The truth is, productivity with ADHD isn't about trying harder. It's about designing systems that match how your brain works. These hacks aren't about perfection. They're about momentum. Small shifts that reduce overwhelm and help you move from stuck to started. Because at the end of the day, ADHD isn't a lack of focus. It's a different way of managing it. And when you give your brain the right tools, focus becomes less about struggle and more about flow. This has been your Neurodivergent Coffee 5. Quick hacks, real strategies, and hopefully, a little relief in the chaos.